It's Madden NFL 24. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's coming off a quality showing last week, well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Eagles and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 77 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Third play here on this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Eagles come into this one still undefeated despite the 1 tie. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole.
Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st down, Hurts. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
On 1st down, Stafford here. To the sideline and incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Another nice play there by Reddick. More evidence that sometimes a position change is exactly what a player needs. Totally reinvented as an edge rusher instead of playing linebacker. 2nd in the NFL with 16 sacks in his 1st season with the Eagles in 2022.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a deep one for Johnston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. McCaffrey running up the middle. Shifts by him. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Rodgers to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That one is slant to McLaurin. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Stafford. Robinson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's got it to about the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing is Stafford. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Knight on the handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Knight. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make them...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeMarcus Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here is 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. Ramondre Stevenson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Stephon Diggs, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. The Giants get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Man open is Robinson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
On first down, it's Stafford. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL,
it's caught inside the 25. And he's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Stafford looks to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Dobbins is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there for L.A. 62 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Dobbins once more, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Gets around him. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Stafford on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's long. Touchdown, LA! Hunter Long, 36 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Marr on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's a 2nd and 7. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the left sideline. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams down 24-21. A little over a minute to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got him with a first down. He's got a man complete. Stafford now to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're able to spike it with time remaining. And now in field goal range here with a chance to get this one to OT. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Here's Rodgers to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know, from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36.
18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play, but end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Well, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
And when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Stafford's throw taken in by Palmer. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Stafford now to throw. He's got long. His tight end complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Stafford. That's caught by Palmer. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Throwing again is Stafford. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick-6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Well, a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Philadelphia, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
It's week 5 of the NFL, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Jags and the Bills, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But Charles, last week you and I were up. The second of our 5 international games this season, the Jags and Bills underway here in North London. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for Etienne. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Etienne. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and 2nd overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 9 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
Play action. Stroud now. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they
saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to those former level.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Here's Stroud.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
One of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around it and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. And the Bills at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Robinson up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1. Lawrence will throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And shedding through the tackle. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And Stroud now to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Runs through the contact. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Stroud. Finding Ertz again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Stroud. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So here are the Bills to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First and 10, it's Stroud. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Here goes Stroud again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 6. Draw play, ETN.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fair catch signal for it and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Lawrence.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. On first down, here's Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Jones on the return. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. C.J. Stroud and the offense back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in it. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
2nd and 6. It's caught. Cooper. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. On the give, here's Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Here's Stroud.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Stroud looking to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now Lawrence on 1st down.
His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Lawrence now off the bootleg. That's complete to his tight end Farrell. And he will have a Jaguars first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Lawrence running right on the option.
Nifty move. And this will be good for a P6.
That he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Lawrence's throw caught here by Jones.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Lawrence going to throw again.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Lawrence.
This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route...
And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Some strong running at the 20.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Robinson with another carry.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Stroud to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey!
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Woods. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. On the bootleg, Stroud. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Truly knocks this one through the post. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Over the dime worked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, Lawrence work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The second down throw now from Stroud. Ertz over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Robinson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for now on 17 carries. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Stroud now to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Zach Ertz, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 8, 2:25 remaining. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Back to the ground, this time Cook.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Cool knocks this one through the post.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught. And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Bills, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.